Welcome back. This is Adventures with Dr. Joe. I've spent a lot of time making this trailer a lot nicer. Completely fixed the bed, replaced the tires with 8-ply versus 6, welded a box and made a spare tire carrier, really tuned it up. I want to replace the tail lights. They're broken and old incandescent bulbs. I'd like to replace those with some nice LED lights. So let's take a look at this. It's going to make these instant on. They're waterproof. I just think this will be a lifetime improvement for my trailer. Let's start by taking these nuts off. They're 7/16 of an inch. They're a flare nut on this side, so you don't need to have a washer. It's like a washer built in. You can see that here. I'll take the other one off. Take a look at our light. Kind of our beat up light. This is a license plate bracket which we will reuse. And then we're going to look at the wiring for this light. And you can see it's been broken and repaired. And it's hurting for certain here. Yeah, so once we pull these pieces off, these wires should just come out like that. And so yeah, we'll strip those. They're really nice. Didn't have to cut them. And now let's get our new light. This is the nice new light with the open area here that will illuminate the license plate. We'll just strip these wires. They've already been tinned, which is really nice. They already have solder on them. And we'll secure those here in just a second. Okay, we're going to use these solder seal wire connector kits. They're quite nice. We get the right size, we insert the 2 wires, and then we heat it, which is a shrink wrap on each side, and then in the center is solder that will melt and give us a really nice connection. This is what they look like. Heat, shrink wrap on each side, and then a low temperature melt solder in the middle. Let's take a look and see how this works. So you can see we have the wires here and the copper part are crisscrossed over that solder joint. Now we'll use a little bit of heat to tighten up the shrink wrap and then melt that solder in the center. Okay, for the second one we've already got it in place. We'll just start to apply a little bit of heat. Shrinking it pretty well. And then a little more right where the solder is. There it goes. To connect this to the plate, we'll use these threaded rods. They fit nicely right here. We'll fix our license plate. Fits nicely. And that's the one that's illuminated through this. We'll take this little protective seal off of here. And mount it. And mount it here. We'll just put our new flange nuts on here. And we've traded out the lights. That's how easy it is. Very straightforward. These are 10mm bolts. Tighten these up with a nut driver, and then we're in good shape. Okay, let's take off the right side. So for us, we're going to use the 2 inboard screw holes here. One there, and one here, and we're going to thread those all the way in till they bottom out. And take the nut off, which we'll use here in a second. These screws are interesting. They actually have a hex opening here which you could use to tighten, but these are compression fit and I think they're going to do just fine. This one does not have the bottom clear element to light up the license plate, but we don't need it. So here we go. And there's a nice cutout here where the wires go either horizontally or vertically. So you can see that there. So that's as easy as that install can be. And we just have to spend a minute to connect the wires. By the way, there's a third wire. This white wire, that's a ground wire, which we need to ground on both sides. These are 10mm nuts. Tighten that up really nice and securely. That's not going anywhere. We can see that we've got brown to brown, green to green, and then this white is a ground, and I've got a small hole in the frame here. I'm going to make contact with that, put this through it. So we've got our ground secured, our green and brown wires. Now we'll tidy these up, put some zip ties on, and tape them up so they're good to go. Now, for that final bit of security, we'll put a little of this in there. Liquid electrical tape. Stuff smells pretty bad. We're going to liberally apply it, which should help keep the rust out and maintain these connections. We'll do some on the other side too. So you can see we've put those connections, we've put the green liquid electrical tape on there to secure zip ties, and we did the ground and coated it as well. We're good to go. So thank you very much for watching this video. This is a great way to improve the quality of your trailers with LED lights that are waterproof, submersible. They should be good for a lifetime. Hey, please subscribe, please click like. Comments are always welcome. And in this difficult time, stay safe. Thank you.